Hi, hello. Good morning, everyone. And while waiting on the OPZ, you may have laughed about my first funny video clip, but today this is something serious. This is really serious. So when the OPZ was not available, I just put down some notes why this synth could change the market. And even if you are not into this teenage engineering thing, it would be worth to spend the next 2 minutes with me. The first thing that I have noted here on my page is it is mobile. You know what I do? This is a battery. So I draw a battery because it is mobile. You can play music wherever you want, on the beach, in the car, in the town, wherever. So this is something very fancy because imagine you would take your Digitakt or Octatrack. Not possible. So a complete groove box, possible to take wherever you want. This is interesting. The next thing is you have realized that there are 4 drum engines or samples and 4 synth engines. If you followed up some manuals, you see in the OPZ world that you have already 4 drum tracks and 4 sample tracks. So we have a clear split between a synth engine and a drum engine, which is made of samples. This is interesting for someone who is already playing with Digitakt or Octatrack, because here you have either a synth engine and can play synth sounds, or you have these sample engines where you, like a Digitakt or Octatrack, have to put your samples in. So this OPZ is the first time that they combined synth and drum together. The third thing is the step components. I will take a different color. You know, programming these 16 or 64 pages in step sequences, it could be sometime very boring. And it is boring for beginners. And it is boring for people who spend more time. You see that the Digitakt, for example, is not so popular anymore because people realize that if you want to make a song, it is very tricky, because running the same sequence every time, you need to create variation. So Teenage Engineering realized that, and in their manual they explained that they have randomness function in their step components. So now they support you while making these step sequences, make them more interesting with this randomness factor. I'm pretty sure we will see this again and again in the video clips on YouTube, and I'm very interested how this at the end of the day works, because it could be a key factor why the music you create with the OPZ is more interesting than other people, the music from other people. 2 things are not mandatory from my side. You don't expect them to buy them with a synthesizer, but you've seen this Unity thing, this fancy visual game screenshot Unity game engine where you are able to create effects with your videos. Maybe they thought about the YouTube community and would be good to have some kind of visual expression of your music. So this is also something very interesting, the interface to the iPhone or iPad. I wouldn't call it mandatory, but it is really kind of game changer for someone who is maybe not into music so much, but more into this visual art thing. And the DMX Lite, honestly, I will not, because I'm not doing live performances, and I will not work with these DMX like sequencing, but it is really something which has also never been done before. You have now a groove box, and you are able to control a number of lights like a light show. So this here, I try to put down and explain what is new in the OPZ world and what it changes in the synth market. Maybe we see in the next near future other companies who try to get into this very, very innovative area of creating new ideas. I thought it would be worth to share, just express my thoughts, my feelings. I have the time because, as you said, as you realized, my OPZ is delayed, and I just wanted to share with you, if you haven't bought one, what is so interesting. If you are someone from the electron planet, then this sample and synth engine separation is something which is really, really interesting. Thanks for watching. Michael Kurt on a sunny Wednesday morning. Stay cool, and I hope you have a nice day today. Bye bye.